Alright, so another typical episode of Monday Night Raw. It contained a few good things, but for the most part it sucked. So we start off with Cena coming out, cutting a promo. He's asking why did you choose, the three people to face me last week. It's pretty obvious it's because nobody fucking likes you. Um, then he says, this is probably about the best part of the promo where he's like, if Bray Wyatt gets outside the cage, so does his message too. It was a decent, part of the promo there. Overall, the promo was alright. The only reason I'm not saying it was horrible is because he didn't make any stupid PG jokes. Um, then Bray Wyatt comes out, um, and it was, this was pretty good. He's got, kids, and they're singing, and it's pretty creepy. I mean, they're walking, there's like 40 of them, around 30, 40 of them, and then they put on fucking sheet masks. Yeah, I can't say that. Sheet mask. I can't fucking say the word. Whatever, they put on the masks. I can't fucking say the word. Whatever, they put them on, and then they, it's pretty creepy. I mean, there's a bunch of kids standing around, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I mean, it was a good way to start off the show. I enjoyed it. I was expecting, a shitty Cena promo, but, it was alright. Then the Wyatt thing with the kids, I mean, and he's got the kids sitting on his lap. That was pretty good. Spooky, scary. It's probably the weirdest and creepiest thing they've done since ever, the Wyatt family that I've seen out of them. So, very good first segment there. Then we get the Usos defeating Ryback for the tag team championships. Tag team, belts. And the match was pretty boring. The one good spot was where Axel did the perfect plex, and then one of the Usos did the dive. It was a pretty good ending there, but the match sucked. Pretty boring overall. Usos are getting boring as tag team champions. They did where one of the Usos went flying over the fucking ropes and hurt his ankle, and they're like, oh, great determination from you gotta have respect for the Usos. So I did not enjoy this. Pretty boring here. Then we get Sheamus defeating Titus O'Neil. So Sheamus is coming out doing his looking like a retard. He's been doing that now for like 5,000 years, and he hasn't changed his entrance up one bit. And then Titus, comes from behind, starts beating him up. I'm like, that's good, something different, I wasn't expecting this, so it's alright. So Titus throws him in the ring, then they start the match, and Sheamus just bro kicks him like that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What the hell is this? Just, bullshit. I mean, Titus O'Neil's got talent. He's got skill. I thought when they were going to turn him heel, they were going to do something with him, but apparently not, because, he attacks Sheamus from behind, and the match is like 2 minutes long. One bro kick and the fucking match is over. So, just a bullshit segment, a bullshit match. They've ruined fucking Titus O'Neil. I mean, he's got some talent. And, yeah, just stupid. Sheamus is just boring. I mean, he's got some talent, but he's not going to succeed in this baby face thing. He's been doing it for years, like 2 or 3 years now as a baby face, and he's been, stale for a long time now. He's well past due for a fucking heel turn. So this match was just retarded. Then we get Ziggler, Sandow, and Hugh Jackman segment, which was another retarded segment. You got Ziggler and Hugh Jackman in there, and then Sandow comes out. He's like, I'm Magneto. I don't even know if that's a real fucking Superman, superhero character. I'm not into superheroes. You'd think a guy, who's smart like Sandow, he's supposed to be smart, right? He's looking like a fucking goof, a fucking tard coming out. I mean, just, it looks fucking retarded. I mean, do they have any respect for their fucking competitors in this company? I mean, holy fucking shit. It's just retarded. What is Vince thinking here? I would like to go inside that man's mind. What the fuck is he thinking here? So then, you think Sandow's smart, right? I mean, you don't even have to be fucking smart. You don't even have to fucking go to school to know that you can't fucking do a magnet with your fucking hand. It's like, magnet, oh, come here, come here. What the fuck is that? I mean, come on. Can we get serious for a second? First they got us thinking that the fucking sock puppet's alive, with fucking Santino. Now they think, maybe you can control magnets with our fucking hands. I mean, it's retarded. Making Santa look like a fucking goof like this. Then it ends with Sandow getting hip tossed by a fucking actor, Hugh Jackman. And it's just depressing. Seeing Sandow like this, a man who's got talent, dressing up as a fucking Magneto thing or whatever. Just very, very fucking depressing. And goofy, too. And we get Cesaro defeating Swagger. I guess it was alright at best. Probably a little bit below average. It was a short match. Retarded ending. I thought it was a bad ending with the German suplex. It should have, not a legitimate ending there. I mean, you would expect an ending, with the fucking finisher, the neutralizer or the uppercut. I mean, the uppercut looks fucking brutal as hell. But no, you gotta use a fucking German suplex. Just looked retarded, the ending there. The match in general was pretty bad, it wasn't, maybe not pretty bad, it was mediocre, I guess. It was okay, maybe a little bit below average, It probably was a little bit below average. If they would have gave him more time, I think it would have been a better match. But, yeah, not too impressed with this here. Then we get Del Rio defeating Cody Rhodes for, just a random ass match here. What the fuck is, I mean, where the fuck is Cody and Goldust going? They're just on a road to nowhere. You see those roads in the desert. They just keep going and you don't see an end. All you see is fucking, two sides of the desert and the road just goes and you don't see the road ending. That's the road Cody and Goldust are on right now because they have no fucking, destination in sight. The match was boring here. Yeah, nothing exciting. I mean, the two people looked very, unenthusiastic, to be in this fucking match because it doesn't mean anything. And then Cody loses again, and then he becomes mad. So apparently they're fighting now, Cody and Goldust. They should have had this match at Mania, but maybe they're gonna have it, another time, in the future sometime. Should have had it at Mania, but I guess it's better late than never. So, but it just makes no sense how they're breaking up just out of the blue. Why is Cody mad at Goldust? There was no reason for him to get mad last week, so it's just pretty illogical. Then we get Rusev and Woods ending in DQ. Rusev, gets beat up by Woods when Woods interferes. Match was like a minute long. Then the Woods and Xavier double team Rusev. Altogether the match was like a minute. The beat down by Rusev and Xavier Woods after was like a minute. Then Rusev retreats, and then I guess you could say Xavier and R-Truth got the best of Rusev, and just like this segment lasted like 2 minutes overall. Retarded. It's just a bunch of bullshit here. Then we get 3MB defeating the Los Matadores. It was a boring match here. More shit with the midgets going all over the place. You got people getting, gore. It's just retarded bullshit here. The 3MB actually win. They were going crazy on commentary. Barry Holowitz or whatever his name was just turned in his grave and he's not even alive. So I thought that was pretty funny there. Yeah, but yeah, 3MP get the win. I guess it was good to see 3MP get the win. Change something, different. 3MB's not horrible or anything. I think they have some talent, so. I wasn't totally against 3MB getting the win. I'd rather see 3MB win than the fucking Los Matadores fucking retards, with a fucking bull. Just what a fucking horrible gimmick that is. Then we get Brian promo with Bree And one thing here, why is Bree fucking with Brian? There's no point in having this. Bree, get the fuck out of here. Go back to the fucking Divas division. Don't be Brian's fucking, helper here. No point in having Bree here. Brian can do it by himself. I mean, it just makes Brian look very pussyish. Very childish. Like he needs somebody by his side. So, the promo, not that exciting. Steph apologizes, and what's with all these people apologizing? I'm tired of it. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to apologize in fucking wrestling that much. Not, maybe, fucking pussies can apologize, but when you get like Kane apologizing, I mean, it just looks very retarded. So Stephanie apologizes. Yeah, it wasn't that exciting. Brian doesn't buy it. He's like, oh, I don't believe you. It was pretty predictable that, that was probably going to happen. So it wasn't that exciting here. So then Stephanie makes Paige versus Brie Bella for the Divas title. The match goes on for like 2 minutes, then Kane comes out. I enjoyed it. Kane coming out of the ring, trying to get Brie Bella. Pretty cool here. And then the one part, Brian takes a wrench too and hits Kane. That was a pretty good moment. I believe he hit him in the head, so pretty cool. But here's what happens. Kane chokeslams Brian, alright? Then Brie gets out of the ring. She's safe. Then she gets back in the fucking ring. What the hell? Could we have some logic here? Why would Brie Bella go back in the fucking ring? Serious. What the fuck is that? She's outside the ring, safe from Kane. Then she just runs right back in the ring to go, to go right back to Kane. Why? Who fucking is booking this shit? Or what, is Brie a dumbass? What happened here? There's, what the fuck is going on? That's all I gotta say. A lot of illogical shit. Just shit that doesn't make sense here tonight on Raw. And this seems to happen a lot in WWE. Just shit that doesn't make sense. So, I mean, you just get a ton of shit. It just does not make fucking sense here. Just a lot of goofy shit tonight. So then you get, what we got here? Brie calls Stephanie a bitch backstage. Pretty cool moment there. Then we get Barrett defeating RVD. Match was pretty good. It wasn't great. It was decent. Maybe good, wasn't anything that great, but it was definitely a little bit above average. At the end, Cesaro and Swagger come down. RVD gets distracted and gets hit by the bull hammer. Match was, pretty good. So Barrett moves on. Sort of happy about this. I mean, Barrett's had 3 good matches in a row, so I gotta give him credit. He's been wrestling good. He's had 3 good matches in a row. So then the brawl ends here with RVD, Cesaro, and Swagger with them. With RVD, 5-star on Cesaro. Pretty cool how far RVD jumped there. They should just do a triple threat here at Extreme Rules, like make it a, Extreme Rules or Street Fight triple threat, something like that. These are 3 pretty good wrestlers, so probably would make for a good match. Then in the main event, we get Reigns and Orton. Before the match, Flair comes out, endorses the Shield, says they're good. Now just not exciting though. I was expecting more. It's like it's Ric Flair and all he's got to do is cut a 3-minute promo. It's like, they should have had more planned for him than a fucking 3-minute promo. But I guess it was alright how he said, oh, the Shield or the new evolution. I don't think he said that, but that's what he was sort of implying. Then the match, which was pretty boring. Did not enjoy the match. Then the match ends in a brawl. I mean, the brawl wasn't, anything that special or anything. I mean, the brawl was okay. Evolution was on top of the Shield for most of it, and the Shields come back and rally, and the brawl was okay. I mean, at least we got a brawl, though. Some of these feuds, though, like we've been getting the past couple months, like the Shield and Wyatts, we didn't even get a brawl to lead up to the match. So at least we got some build to the match. Overall, the show was boring. I was hoping for more. And yeah, this show just sucked. A couple good things, but other than that, the show fucking sucked. So there you go, people.